Hey everybody, the air is up. Give it just a second here. All right, we'll take the air down to number 2. You just saw a little bit of what I had here. This is China Walk in Wheelersburg, Ohio. I got it to go so I can come out here and do this. This is one of my favorite Chinese restaurants for 2 reasons: peanut butter chicken and jalapeno chicken. Their General Tso's is not to the level of Hong Kong or Yummy Walk, Hong Kong and Catlettsburg, Yummy Walk in Russell, or there by Lowe's in Russell. But it's probably one of the better buffet General Tso's I've ever had. There are certain things at Super China that I actually really like. They have a spicy chicken that's good there, and then they have some kind of other chicken that's on the bar where the pizza and everything is. It's on like a flat tray, and I think it might be seasoned with turmeric. I'm not sure, but I think it's next to the honey chicken, but it's very good as well. But I had not heard anybody mention anything about China Walk here in Wheelersburg, and they do have just their peanut butter chicken is phenomenal, which is this one right here. Let me get a piece and show you. Right there, peanut butter chicken. I threw a little scallions on there, but savory, not sweet. Getting here just after church, so it hasn't been on the buffet for a long period of time. In fact, I was one of the last people to get some out of the pan when I was in there. You can't go wrong with their peanut butter chicken. You really need to try their peanut butter chicken. And then I also love, they have beef and mushrooms. There's never any beef in it, which is fine because I only get the mushrooms. But they are sauteed perfectly. Not overly salty. Little hint of salt, but not instantly raise your blood pressure amount of salt like a lot of buffets. And then you got your crab rangoons. They are not going to be as good as Hong Kong, because Hong Kong, they're made to order. These are made for a buffet and they sit in a pan. But for a buffet crab rangoon, still have the crisp. You can actually taste a crab flavor, but I think it might be an imitation crab flavor, which is most buffets. There's not a distinct cream cheese flavor like I got on one of the other reviews I did. Can't remember if it was Hong Kong or if it was Hibachi Express and Poke Bowl. But for a buffet, they're phenomenal crab rangoons. You get a small drink. If you're wondering what I'm drinking, it's a strawberry banana sports drink that you can, from Performex, that you can get at Dollar Tree. And I just pick all of them up I find, because it's very rarely that they ever have the strawberry banana. I'm gonna get that mushroom off there. Now, here is their General Tso's. Now, it was swimming in liquid, so there's not going to be any crisp to this. If there is, I'll be shocked. But it was, swimming, not just coated, swimming in liquid. No crisp. Good flavor. Definitely for a buffet, one of the better. Now let's get to a jalapeno chicken. Wait, we'll save it, because we've got this like type of chicken that you can get at all the buffets. It's like a sauteed, almost like I think it's like a Japanese style or teriyaki style or something, but they all have that. I'm not always a huge fan of that. I do believe that's the thigh of the chicken, because I can't stand to chew on fat or tendon or anything like that. And that cut of chicken at every Chinese buffet I've ever went to always has that weird connecting tissue, almost like fat or skin. And this is their honey chicken. It is bright orange. Not all places' honey chicken is bright orange like that. Theirs is. Honey, still a little crisp. Mostly batter though, because the chicken, it kind of dissolved in my mouth. And that might be why there's still a little bit of crisp. Now to one of the main events. They were almost out of this, so all I got, usually you can get really big chunks of this, but this is the jalapeno chicken. That jalapeno flavor is amazing. Surprisingly, being jalapeno, no heat level whatsoever. I really like that. That and the peanut butter are my favorite. Best vegetable. The mushrooms. I think that's about all for the. I was going to show you all because that's all I got. I got it to go, so I didn't sit in there. They also have banana pudding and then bananas with strawberry sauce. And I always get a sauce cup and get me a little side of that. So you can just have just a small portion of something sweet. But the jalapenos got a later kick. It's just now starting to simmer just a little bit. Not hot, but simmer. Love them mushrooms. But there you go. China Walk, Wheelersburg, Ohio. I highly recommend giving them a try. It's probably about a half hour from Ashland, depending on where you're at. It's about 20 to 22 minutes from Ironton, which is where I'm at. But yeah, give it a try, y'all. China Walk, Wheelersburg, Ohio. Come down on a Sunday, come a little early. Go ahead and come and see us at the Rock Church there in Wheelersburg. Sunday morning service, it starts at 10:30. People start gathering between 9:30 and 10. And they do have coffee and donuts out in the lobby area for everybody to just hang around and just have time together before the service starts. And then they do have classes for all age groups up and through junior high. They do like for the high school kids to sit in the sanctuary with the adults so that they can start learning how to study the word of our Lord. So, love you all. See you soon. Bye. China Walk, Wheelersburg, Ohio. Come Sunday. Come see us at the Rock. Bye.